Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. That's it. Be where your feet are. That's where all of your power lives. Be where your feet are. Being mentally or emotionally or spiritually outside of where your feet are is where all of the problems start. Tanashi, what's going on? What's going on? Teacup, hey, what's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So good to see you all. Nikki's in the building. What's up, Nikki? Kingdom mentality, that's it. Kingdom mentality. Be where your feet are. Kingdom mentality. Baddest thing walking is you. Baddest thing walking is you. That's not even open for discussion or debate. Snooky's in the building. What's going on, Snooky? So good to see you. Let a few more people get in, and then we are taking off. Present moment. Yep, that part right there, Musa. Musa, you were saying, you were asking me about what does it mean when I say the day you cease to travel, then you will arrive? Is that what your question was, Musa? The day you cease to travel, then you will arrive. What does that mean? Got it. Got it. When I say, okay, got it, Musa. When I say the day you cease to travel, then you will arrive. Arrive where, though? See, what you have to understand is that the greatest distance you will ever travel is not from one side of the world to the other. It's not the greatest distance you will ever travel. The greatest distance that you will ever travel is from one side of your mind to the next. And what we don't understand is that when I say the day you cease to travel, you will arrive, what that means is this. The day you understand that you are the answer to all of your searches. You are the answer to all of your problems. That nothing outside of you is responsible for the way you feel. The people outside of you are not responsible for the way you feel. Your current circumstances are not responsible for the way you feel. Whatever you think that happened to you in all of your yesterdays is not responsible for the way you feel. When you cease to travel, meaning I don't need to go anywhere because where I am is where I need to be. What I need to do now is start studying self-awareness. What I need to do now is to get deprogrammed. What I need to do now is to become a master of self. I don't need to go anywhere because I'm already there. I'm already where happiness is. I'm already where love is. I'm already where joy is. I will never find those things outside of me because I'm already in possession of them. But here's the problem. I may be entertaining certain thoughts that are keeping me disconnected from them. I may have certain people that I've given access to me that are keeping me disconnected from them, right? I may have certain beliefs that are keeping me disconnected from something that I'm already in possession of in this moment. So when I cease to travel, when I say the day you cease to travel, then you will arrive. What I mean is that the day you stop looking outside of yourself for some solution, some remedy, some cure, some answer is the day that you become the most powerful version of you. Where you need to go is inside. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to get on the bus. You don't need to jump in your car. You don't need to get on a plane and fly anywhere. You're already where you need to be. There's things that you need to sit down. You are the answer to every single thing that you are looking for. Not only that, all of the experiences that you have are all internal. Reality is only responsible for unlocking what was already there. That's it. People are responsible for unlocking what was already there. That's it. It's not coming from outside of you. It's all coming from within you. But if you're not self-aware, you don't know that. And so you're always looking. You're always searching. You're always adding a bunch of people to your life because you think these things are responsible for the way you feel. What you are chasing is a feeling. And no one's ever told you that. No, 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 coach. I'm chasing the money. You're not chasing the money. What you're chasing is the way money makes you feel. You like the way you feel when you have money. No, 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 coach. I'm chasing a relationship. Okay, you add this person to your life. You're going to attach meaning to them. When you attach meaning to them, you're going to unlock something that was already in you. You like the way you feel in their presence. No, 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 coach, I'm chasing the house. No, what you're chasing is what that house allows you to experience internally. You feel more confident. You feel successful. You feel like you've made it. You feel like you have achieved something. You're chasing feelings. Your whole life, you've been chasing the way things make you feel, and everything outside of you is just some object or some mechanism that gives you the ability to unlock something that you were already in possession of the entire time. You are the feeling that you've been chasing. You are the love that you've been chasing. You are the happiness that you've been chasing. That's what I need you to understand. You've been chasing you. But you've been doing it through other people and things and cars and clothes and bags and all of those things. Those things only give you permission to unlock what was already in you. They didn't bring anything. Rolls Royces don't make emotions. Bentley doesn't make emotions. Mercedes-Benz makes a lot of things. Emotions aren't one of them. They don't make emotions. So when you get the car doesn't transfer emotion over to you. You unlock emotion because you give yourself permission to feel good because you got the car. Stop holding your feelings hostage. That's what self-awareness is trying to teach you. I'm not telling you don't add things to your life. What I'm saying is that stop holding the feelings hostage until you add something new to your life. Why would you ever do that to you? I'm just asking. I'm not asking you to change anything. You've been holding you hostage this entire time. They let you out of the cage. Get out of the cage. You've been holding yourself hostage this entire time. You allowing yourself to experience love when you add somebody to your life. You allow yourself to experience confidence when you add money to your life. You allow yourself to experience joy when you add the vacation to your life. Well, damn, those things didn't unlock the feeling. You unlocked the feeling. But you only are allowing yourself to unlock the feeling when you gain access to these things. That's what I'm saying. Stop doing that to you. Stop holding your feelings hostage. You are abundance. Every single feeling that you are chasing in life is coming from you. You are the creator of it. You are the manufacturer of it. You prescribe then you diagnose then you prescribe. You've been doing that your whole life. First you diagnose, then you prescribe. You've been doing it. You are walking, talking pharmacy for your feelings and emotions, and no one's ever told you that. You are the pharmacy. Even when you take medications, you're giving yourself permission to unlock the internal medicine that was already in you. And you don't even realize that. Truth is here already. We just started. We just have an appetizer still. The truth is already here. You are the medicine. You are the answer. You are the goal. You are the destination. You are the experience most importantly. All right. Musa, did that answer your question? Yeah, we just don't realize it. That's all. That's all good. It's no big deal. Let me see. Let me make sure my guy got it, and then we can move on. Got it. All right. It's Kale's birthday today. Kale's, happy birthday, mama. I didn't know that. You are the experience. Absolutely. You are the experience. You are the experience. Let me see where the awareness is. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, you guys. Let me see where you are with respect to self-awareness. The purpose of life is what? There's only 3 people on here, I think, that probably know the answer to that. But the purpose of life is what? Thank you, Jamie. The purpose of life is what? Somebody said to live. Okay. Expansion. Love it. Love. You. Meaning. To create. I like that. Help people. Love that. If I didn't know what I know, I would definitely go with the help people one. To experience the unknown, to be aware of yourself. Love. To live. Now here's what I want you to do. Look at the variety of answers there. That's all I want you to look at. Just look at how look at the variety there. There's probably 30, 40, maybe different answers. Right? Somebody said to give. I love that. JD, I see you. All right, let me give it to you. Let me give it to you. Let me give it to you. I appreciate all of your answers, but they're all wrong. All of them. And not only wrong, they're next level wrong. And that's fine. But it's important for you to, like I said, when it comes to awareness, there's everything has to be true, authentic, and real, right? Universally true. True, authentic, and real. Here's the purpose of life. Here's the purpose of life. It's simple. It's so simple that it's right in front of you. Somebody said destroy limiting beliefs. I like that. I like that. Here's the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to show up and be the most authentic version of you. I said the purpose of life is to show up and be the most authentic version of you. Why? Because if you're not that, we can't get anywhere. Everything else is only the byproduct of that. And here's what's sad. The majority of this people on this live and the majority of people in life that you encounter have never been the most authentic version of themselves because they're too busy trying to be what the rest of the world wants them to be. The hardest thing in life is to be what you are not. The easiest thing in life is to be yourself. Human beings are God's only creatures that struggle to be themselves. No other creature in the animal kingdom wants to be anything other than what it is. You will never see a lion trying to be a tiger. You'll never see a bear wanting to be a moose. You'll never see a goldfish trying to be a shark. Everything is happy being what it is. Because when you are being your authentic self, you are in alignment with truth. You are in alignment with happiness. You are in direct alignment with love. When you are being what the rest of the world wants you to be, you are out of alignment with those things, which is probably why you're stuck. Which is probably why you turn down the volume on your voice. Which is probably why you stay in toxic relationships. Why? Because you are not being you. If you're not being your authentic self 24 hours, 7 days a week, that means that you don't even speak your truth. That means that you walk on eggshells. That means that you shrink in the moment. God created you to shift the atmosphere everywhere you go, to be the evidence of everything that He is, to show up as the most powerful version of you, the most authentic version of you. And guess what? When you do that, there's going to be some people that love you and there will be some people that don't. Oh, well. There's going to be some people that believe in you and some people that don't. Oh, well. There's going to be some people that stay in your life and some people that leave. Oh, well. We don't give a damn about none of that. Your job is to show up and be the authentic version of you. And then allow everyone else around you to also be themselves. But your authenticity gives people permission to be the authentic versions of themselves as well. That's what I need you to understand. When you show up as everything that you are, no more pretending to be this and pretending to be that and pretending to be happy and being around people. One thing that I don't know how to do, I've never learned how to be fake. I don't know how to be fake in your presence. That's a skill that I've never developed before. If I don't like you, you will know that. I don't pretend happy. I don't pretend like I like you. I'm not going to stay in environments where my energy is not being well received. I'm not going to stay in environments where the environment is toxic. I'm not going to stay in environments where people don't celebrate me and treat me the way that I treat me. Because I show up as the most authentic version of myself. I don't need anything from you. I don't operate from a place of need. I operate from a place of power because I am source energy, which means I don't have the time to be fake with you. I don't have the time to pretend. I don't have the time to act like I'm this and that. No, I just have to show up and be my authentic self. I owe you that. It's the greatest gift that you give this world. It's to show up and be who you are because that's who God created you to be. He didn't create you to pretend. He didn't create you to shrink in the moment. He didn't create you to turn down the volume on your voice. He didn't create you to walk on eggshells and cling to people and be attached to people. It's not why he created you. He created you to be the evidence so that you don't ever get it confused of what he is. Just to be a reflection of that. Just a reflection. Ain't got to be the whole image, but damn, can you be a reflection? And when you are being your authentic self, you are being an entire, just a reflection. If I'm being my authentic self, I'm being a reflection, I'm being a direct reflection of what he created. That's it. How hard is that? And any time that you're not being your authentic self, that means that you're making someone else a bigger priority in your life that you are. That's the only reason why you would do it. So you start transforming into who you think this person needs you to be and transforming into who you think this person needs you to be. You're too busy transforming to ever become the most powerful version of yourself. Transformers is for the movies. It's not for your life. I'd rather walk on broken glass to be fake. That's one thing you'll never accuse me of. Coach is fake. No, who you see right now is who you're going to see when we encounter each other in person. I'm me 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's too painful to be something that I'm not. It's too much pain there. That's where all the struggle lives. That's where all the depression lives. That's where the unhappiness lives. That's where stress lives. That's where worry lives because you're not being source energy, which is what he created you to be. Just to be the evidence and the reflection. You too worried about who you need to be for someone else. Don't try, change. See, that's what we don't understand. People think that change takes time. That's what we think. That's that programming and conditioning. Somebody has programmed and conditioned you into believing that change takes time. Man, change is a decision. All you got to do is decide. And the moment that you decide, everything changes in that moment. Try is an excuse that you live out of, which means that I'm going to keep 1 foot in and I'm going to keep 1 foot out. No, when it's about changing, it takes no time. Change is a single decision. You can make a decision right now and your entire life changes, where I'm not going to accept anything less than what I should. I'm never going to walk on eggshells again. I'm never going to turn down the volume on my voice. I'm going to stop clinging to people. I don't need to cling to anything because everything that I cling to is attached to the one thing. What's the one thing? God. Everything that I'm chasing is attached to him. So why am I chasing something that's attached to him versus just staying connected to the source, which is what you are. You are source. What is source doing chasing anything? Make it make sense. Just make it make sense. Anything that you chase, you lose. If you got to chase it, that means that you, in your mind, you don't have it. That's why you're chasing it. What you chase, you lose. What you cling to, you lose. What you are attached to, you lose. But see, in your mind, your attachments and your clinging give you some false sense of security. You think that the tighter you hold on, the closer you bring in this thing to you, nothing can be further from the truth. If you don't believe me, put your hand in a bucket of water and squeeze the water and see how much water you come up with. Just go do that for me. Because that's the perfect metaphor for life. Go get a bucket of water, about this tall here. Go get a bucket of water. And I want you to put your hand in the bucket. Keep it there for 5 seconds. And then squeeze as tight as you can and pull and tell me how much water you come up with. And then I want you to take that same hand and open it, right? And cup it just slightly and dip that same hand and tell me how much water you come up with. Man, you got to let everything be free. You don't need to chase anything. You source energy. You don't chase. What you talking about? That part. Why would love be chasing anything? That makes no sense. You are unconditional love before you are anything else. We only chase when we are disconnected from our divine essence. When we are disconnected from higher self. Anytime that you become detached from your essence, anytime that you become detached from God, because you through your programming and conditioning, you started chasing something. In that moment, you were operating from a place of need, and need feels like love. When you don't understand self-awareness, need will feel just like love. You're chasing because you're in need, because you're out of alignment. That's it. You're out of alignment in that moment. Love doesn't chase anything because it is everything. Everything is chasing love. Love chases nothing. Love chases nothing. Everything chases love. Every movie is predicated on love. All of the R&B songs predicated on love. Everything is seeking love. Things will seek you when you start seeking you. Things will chase you when you start chasing you. Things will choose you when you start choosing you. You haven't chosen yourself because you think you need someone else. You think that all of these feelings that you experience is coming from something outside of you, and it's not. You're only experiencing your own love. You're only experiencing your own joy. You're only experiencing your own happiness because you are love. There's not multiple versions of love when you're just experiencing one version of love, God's love. And anytime, watch this right here. I'm going to tell you something that you didn't even know. This is next level awareness. I normally don't even coach this kind of awareness, because most people aren't there yet. And I don't want to give you more, right, than you can handle. Watch this. Let me see how self-aware you guys are. My students, I'm expecting y'all to know the answer to this one. When you love someone else, what are you giving them in that moment? It's a simple question. Let me see where your awareness is. When you love someone else, what are you actually giving them in that moment? What are you giving them? Somebody said yourself. Somebody said you. Service, I like that. Energy, love that. Closure, your time, presence, experience, okay. Your energy in the fruit, okay. Attention, like that. Time, ooh, like that. Power, like that. A mirror. My brother said, Sefe said nothing. Time. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Woo! Woo! This is so cold right here. Ooh. Alisa said your own unique. Okay. Watch this. Most beautiful thing in the world. Most beautiful thing in the world. Most beautiful thing in the world. Most beautiful thing in the world, man. I'm talking about this is a different level of pretty right here. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Watch this. Let me tell you what you're giving. In order for you to understand what I'm getting ready to say, I need you to listen with your spiritual mind. I don't want to talk to your ego because you'll never understand what I'm saying. I don't want to talk to your programming and conditioning because I'll lose you there. I need you to listen with your spiritual mind. That's it. Give me 5 seconds of just spiritual mind. Your spirit will understand what I'm saying and will connect what I'm saying. Your programming and conditioning may reject it. All right, here we go. When you show love to someone else, you are giving them God through you. When you show love to someone else, in that moment, you are giving them Him through you. You are allowing them to experience Him through you. That's how powerful you are. Let me qualify that. You didn't create the love. You are only the distributor of it. You didn't create it, right? You didn't build it. You don't even know where it comes from, but you're in possession of it. And it gives you the ability. He's allowing you to give other people that may be in darkness in that moment Him through you. And He's not trying to take any credit. He's not trying to take any shine. And in that moment, you can illuminate that person. In that moment, you can take that person out of darkness. In that moment, you can inspire that person. In that moment, you can motivate them. You can jumpstart them. You can all of those things. But what you're doing in that moment is you're taking some of Him and you're transferring it over to that person. That's why it's so powerful. You are the vessel for that. You are the mechanism for that. You are the distributor of that, not the creator of it, just the distributor of it. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. 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 In the world. That's why I honor it. That's why I show up every single day for you guys. It doesn't matter whether it's rain, if I'm sick, if I'm tired, it doesn't matter. Because what the reason why so many people are healing, the reason why so many people are transforming on this platform, the reason why so many people are getting that spiritual healing and you're becoming unlocked and you're becoming better, stronger, smarter, faster is because I'm giving you Him through me. I didn't create it. I didn't design it. I didn't anything. I just get to be a part of it. And I honor that. And so I can transfer that over to you. That's why it's unlocking you the way that it is. That's why you're transforming and becoming some of you guys are so powerful now, it's crazy. But that's why, because I'm able to transfer, I'm giving you that love through that consistency, through that belief, through being the force multiplier, through being the wind behind you, right? Through being that thing that can tell you, come on, we're going to do it, we're going to do it, we're going to do it, and never walking away, never giving up on you, being that most consistent thing in your life at a time when you may need me most. That's why it's important. That's why I honor it the way that I do, because I understand what I'm giving you. I'm not giving you me, I'm giving you Him through me. Make sense? I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so happy you guys are here. Thank you guys for being here. All right, let's turn the temperature up. Time to turn it 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 up. Let's turn it up. You guys tap the screen, do me a favor and share the live to your stories. Please do me a favor and share the live to your stories. I didn't introduce myself coming in, but my name is Jordan Williams. I am a certified life coach. I specialize in self-awareness and self-mastery, helping people to become the strongest, greatest, most powerful versions of themselves. But most importantly, helping people to obtain self-awareness. Self-awareness meaning what, coach? Self-awareness meaning you understanding and you coming in direct contact with the divine within you, right? Where you're coming in direct contact with your divine essence, where you understand that nothing has the power to hurt you, where you understand that nothing has the power to stop you, where you understand that all of your problems are being created by your own mind. We'll solve that. Where you understand that all of the fears and everything like that are being created by your own mind. We're going to stop that. Where you understand that all of the limiting beliefs that you've been projecting onto yourself, we're going to stop that. Where you're going to stop living out of your programming and conditioning. You're going to stop living out of your yesterday. You're going to stop living out of your story because none of those things are going to serve you in the present moment. We're going to stop all of that. And so the whole goal is to help you just to become the greatest, strongest, and most powerful version of yourself. We will do that. It's not an, oh, we hope, we're going to try. I don't do try. We will succeed. If I got to bring you kicking and screaming, we're going to succeed. The only way that you won't make it is if you plug your ears and you can't hear what I'm saying. Aside from that, he picked the right one. I'm also the best-selling author of this book, The Secret of Awareness, How Powerful Are You Ready to Be? The book is a bestseller. It is a game changer. It's available on Amazon. If you don't have this in your library right now, I strongly recommend that you add it because the book is about you. It's not about me. You won't find me in a single page in that book, but you will find yourself. I promise you that. If you don't find anything else, you will find you. You will find a version of yourself that you've been looking for this entire time through other people, thinking that you needed people. You're going to understand. That book is going to help you to understand that the only thing that you need two things. Two, you need God. That's your starting lineup right there. That's the coldest team on the planet right there. Coldest team on the planet right there. Don't tell me about the Lakers. I don't want to hear about the Golden State Warriors. I don't want to hear about the Chicago Bulls, the 91. I don't want to hear about none of that. Coldest team on the planet is you and God. Because the combination of those two things right there, the combination of you and him, man, please, can't guard you. Can't guard you. Can't guard you. I promise you. Can't guard you. All right, let's get busy getting busy. Let's get busy getting busy. There's only two things in the world. Did you guys know that? Let me see how self-aware you are. Who knows that? There's only two things in the world. I didn't say three. I didn't say five. I said two. There's only two. Come on, Dej. What are the two things? There's only two. And once you master the one, the other one disappears. Somebody said man or woman. I like that. I'll take that. Here and now. Ooh, somebody said here and now. I love that. God and I love that. Life and death. I love that. God and I, God and me. Yeah, I love that. Time and God. I love that. Energy and spirit. Love that. Love that. Love and fear. Love that. That's it. Dej nailed it. There's only two things in this world. Only two. Everything else falls underneath the two things. Well, what's the two things, coach? Love and fear. That's it. Love and fear. That's it. Everything else is some extension or some byproduct of that. All of it. You come from love. Love doesn't come from you. It's only two things. You can block everything else out of your mind. I'm going to simplify life. My job is to simplify the complicated. That's my purpose in life, to make things simple. There's only two things: love and fear. Love is sometimes called by other names. Sometimes it's called happiness. Sometimes it's called joy. Sometimes it's called peace. Other times it's called God. The labels don't matter. Don't get caught up on the labels. The labels don't matter. And there isn't a single evil in this world that you cannot trace back to fear. Not one. I said there is not a single evil in this world that you can't trace back to fear. It's where all of the violence comes from. Someone was afraid of something. The fear that something may be taken away from you. The fear of you not getting something you want. The fear of losing someone. The fear that you won't be happy without this person that you've convinced yourself is your happiness. The only thing that you should be afraid of losing is God's love. That's it. It's the only fear you should have. It's him taking his hands off of your life. Aside from that, I have no fear. It's the only worry I have. It's not living up to the expectations that he placed on my life. That's it. That's all. I don't have any other fears. Why? Because I operate out of unconditional love. I don't need what fear is only a byproduct. Fear is a misuse of your imagination. Fear is the byproduct of your imagination coupled with your programming and conditioning, and you're projecting that onto reality. That's what's producing the fear. So once you understand that, what is there to be afraid of? One more time. Fear is a misuse of your imagination, not reality, not your significant other, not all of these people. It's just a misuse of your imagination. It's the combination of your imagination coupled with your programming and conditioning, and you're projecting that onto your present moment, right? When the present moment didn't need you to do that. But what you have to understand is that you can only change what you're aware of. What you are not aware of is changing you. Think about what I'm saying. You can only change what you're aware of. What you are not aware of is changing you. The toxic relationship is changing you. You allowing fear to have a seat at the table is changing you. Your limiting beliefs are changing you. You having a low self-concept is changing you. You turning down the volume on your voice and not speaking your truth is changing you. You not showing up as the most authentic version of yourself is changing you. How can you change what you don't even understand? I can't change it until I understand it. I can't change it until I understand that I'm struggling with it. I can't change it until I understand what I'm blind to, which is why self-observation is one of the 7 pillars of awareness. You got to understand what you are blind to. Here's the problem. Let go of your attachments to how you think things should be. 99.9% of your problems right now are coming from your attachment to how you think things should be. It's coming from how you think people should behave. That's what's hurting you more than anything else. More than all of the people that you have ever called an enemy. That's what's hurting you. Let go of your attachment to how you think others should behave and accept people as they are. Why do you need people to be in alignment with what your computer thinks is right? That's what hurts us. Because anytime that someone is out of alignment with your computer's program that you're running every single day, 7 days a week, you reject that person. But what you're rejecting in that moment is you're rejecting God in that person in that moment, because that person is a reflection of him. They may not be something that you understand. They may not be something that you like. They may not be something that you value, but he values the person. He created the person. So you're rejecting his creation. Make that make sense. How are you claiming to love God out of one side of your mind, but rejecting his creations out of the other? Make it make sense. I'm not asking you to change your life. I'm just asking you to make it make sense. And then you have the audacity to turn around and go pray to him about changing your life and bringing all of this abundance into your life and all of these blessings, but then but you're rejecting his creations. Make it make sense. Did somebody say that's a tough thing to do? That part right there, Monica. Again, let go of your attachments to how you think things should be. What's hurting you more than anything else on the planet, I'm telling you, is the fact that your mind is programmed and conditioned, and you don't see the world as it is. You see the world as you are. And so as you're walking through the world, you need everything to be in alignment with your computer's program. And anytime that something is out of alignment with the way that you think things should be, you punish yourself. How do I punish myself, coach? Because you become frustrated. You become disappointed. You become angry. You start projecting your feelings onto other people, and you're not the most powerful version of yourself. That's you operating out of lower mind. That's you operating out of the weakest version of you. The most powerful version of you doesn't care about how other people are moving through life. Only lower mind does. Only your ego does. That's let me know that you're operating out of your ego personality, because the ego wants everything to be exactly as it wants it to be. And the moment that it's not, you upset yourself. When there's traffic, you upset yourself. When someone walks out of your life, you upset yourself. When someone criticizes you, you upset yourself. How are you going to become the most powerful version of yourself when you're always a slave to people, places, and things? I'm just asking. I'm not asking you to change your life. I'm just asking you to think. Just tell me how that happens. Every time that something is not going the way that your computer's program thinks that it should be going, you punish you. You're not punishing the world. You're not punishing your kids. You're not punishing reality. You're punishing yourself, which means that I'm lowering my own vibrational frequency, which means that I'm attracting. You don't even see it. Listen. When you lower your own vibrational frequency because you're walking around due to a lack of self-awareness, you're walking around and you need the world and you need reality to bend, shape, and mold to be what you want it to be. And anytime that it's not, you upset yourself. You punish yourself. You get frustrated over things that you have no control over. You ain't got nothing to do with the traffic. You don't have anything to do with that person that criticized you. Their opinion belongs to them. It doesn't belong to you. Why did you accept that? When you walk up to the rose And you say, oh my God, this is the most beautiful rose that I have ever seen. The opinion belongs to you. It doesn't belong to the rose. The rose could care less about your opinion. You got to walk through life like the rose. Stop asking love to validate you. Stop asking love to prove your worth. The only thing that you need is to love yourself unconditionally. That's it. You become the most powerful version of yourself. It doesn't matter what other people's opinion. You're the world's walking through life. People are going to love you. Some people won't love you. But what they don't love in you is something that they don't love about themselves. And you're reflecting that back to them in that moment. It doesn't even have anything to do with you. You're taking something personal that has nothing to do with you. What they reject in you is something that they hate within themselves. And you don't even realize that. Again, people's opinions don't belong to you, but we're going to get into that later. Again, when you walk up to the rose and you say to that rose, this is the most beautiful flower I've ever seen, or this is the ugliest flower I've ever seen. The rose doesn't care. It's not going to change its colors and change its shape to be what you think it should be. It doesn't care. Your opinion belongs to you. It was created by your mind and it was projected onto the rose. It belongs to you. So when you look at it, walk through life that way. When people are saying whatever it is they're saying about you in that moment, it belongs to them. Why are you accepting that? Why did you apply that to yourself? They didn't apply it to you. You applied it to you. You the baddest thing walking. Come on, man. You the baddest thing walking. You're something that God created. Of course, there are going to be certain people that reject you. But again, what they reject in you is something that they don't like about themselves. Subconsciously. Something that they've suppressed. Something that they've forgotten about. And when they see you in that moment, you become a reflection. You trigger something that was already there. It's humanly impossible for you to trigger something and there's nothing to trigger. In order for something to get triggered, that means that something had to be there. So you were a reflection in that moment of something that they've forgotten about that they needed to work on in themselves. That's it. That's all. What are you taking that personally for? Baddest thing on the planet is you. I'm telling you. I'm going to give it to you in a way I know you won't miss it. When I say you're the baddest thing on the planet, let me tell you what I really mean. If there was this one particular species of eagle, right? You got this eagle. There's only one. There's only one like this one. I said there's only one. People would fly from all over the world to see that bird. They would make movies about it. They would photograph. They would write books about it. National Geographic would be following the bird around everywhere. If that was only one eagle, that would be the most protected eagle on the planet. Okay, well, you're the eagle in the story. We don't get another you. So when you're gone, that's it. It's over. We don't get another you. But the relationship that you have with yourself is the blueprint for the relationship that I will have with you. You have a weak relationship with you, I'll have one. Why? Because I'll become an energetic match to you. You have a powerful relationship with yourself, you'll have a powerful relationship with me. You set the standard. I don't set it. You set it. And when you set it, I have no choice but to follow it. Or I don't get to have access to you. When you start walking around through life like that single eagle, like that single individual where you understand that every single person that's seeing you is having some emotional experience with you. They've never seen anything like you before. Act like it. Invest in yourself. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Chase you. Stop chasing people because you lose power. Love doesn't chase, it attracts. You don't need to chase anything because you already are everything. The moment that you add that person to your life, you're only going to unlock what you were already in possession of. They didn't do you a favor. The moment that you add that bag to your life, or you add that Louis bag to your life, or you add this car to your life, it's only going to unlock what was already there. The experience doesn't come from outside of you because you are the experience. You are the experience. I don't give a damn where you go on this planet. You're the experience. The ocean doesn't unlock the experience in you. It doesn't transfer emotion over to you. The day that you arrive at the ocean and you attach meaning to that, you allow yourself to feel what you feel. The ocean doesn't do it for you. The sun doesn't do it for you. Nothing does it for you because nothing is more powerful than you. The cars don't do it for you. The money doesn't do it for you. Everything is beneath you because you are the divine. You got to wake up. Everything is beneath you. Nothing is on your level because nothing is on God's level, and you are an extension of Him. What's on your level? Tell me one thing that's on your level. I give you all day. I give you to the rest of this year. Tell me one thing that's actually on your level. See, the problem is that you're judging yourself based upon your current circumstances. That's the problem. The problem is that you're looking through life through the rearview mirror of who you used to be. That's the problem. The problem is that you're surrounded around people that don't reflect your greatness. That you are surrounded by people that are reflecting weaknesses that you have. That's the problem. The only problem you have. Everything that you add to your life, I don't give a damn what you add. Everything that you add to your life is only unlocking what's already there. And what you're chasing in life is a feeling. You like the way things make you feel. Bottom line. Somebody say easy to say, difficult to do. What's easy to say, difficult to do? I need that one. You don't get to get away with that one. What's easy to say but difficult to do? Leveling up gives you anxiety because of the meaning that you're attaching to it. You're attaching meaning to something that's outside of you, and because you're attaching meaning to something outside of you, it's creating all of your anxiety. JJ, what's up, my brother? Thank you so much for the gifts, you guys. Yeah, nothing in life is hard. See, this is what you guys have to understand. Easy or hard doesn't exist in reality. It only exists in your mind. Right? So when you say something is hard, it's because that's the meaning you're giving it. When you say something is easy, it's because that's the meaning that you're giving it. But those things only exist in your mind. Hard or easy don't exist in reality. They only exist in your mind. The same way with your problems. Your problems don't live in my mind. Your problems don't live in your neighbor's mind. Your problems don't live in your boss's mind. They only exist in your mind. All problems are created by the human mind. Your anxiety is created by your own mind. It's created by you projecting. Why? Because you're attached to some outcome. You're focused on some outcome. There's something that you want, and because you want that thing, you're projecting. You're projecting your programming and conditioning onto that thing, onto this particular outcome. You don't need to focus on that. What you need to focus on. Let me say this. Let me say this to you guys. Going back to my original point at the beginning of this live. Going back to what I was saying at the beginning of this live. The most important thing, your purpose in life, is to show up and be the authentic version of yourself. It's the best gift that you can give you. It's the best gift that you can give reality. It's the best gift that you can give every single person that's going to come in contact with you. If you have a problem with that, I don't even know what to tell you. You have a problem with that. I mean, there's no advice that I can give you if you have a problem showing up to everything as the most authentic version of yourself. What does that mean? That means that I'm not chasing outcomes. That's what's creating your anxiety. That's what's creating the fear. There's something, why? Because anytime you focus on anything that's outside of your power, you're going to experience worry, you're going to experience stress, and you're going to experience anxiety. And here's what I need you to understand. Your anxiety is signaling to God that I don't trust you right now. Did you know that? Your fear is signaling to God that I don't trust you right now with respect to this particular thing. Your stress is signaling to God that I don't trust you right now, because if you trusted him, you wouldn't be worried. There wouldn't be any anxiety. Truth is about to kick the damn door off the hinges. The truth is at the door. What are we doing? Are we opening the door or not? Anytime that you're experiencing anxiety, anytime that you're experiencing fear, anytime that you're experiencing worry and stress and all of those things, not only are you outside of the present moment where you have no power, but you are signaling to God in that moment that I don't trust you with respect to this particular situation. I don't think that it's going to work out the way that I need it to work out. I don't think that it's going to be what I need it to be. And as a result, I'm going to try and take the power out of your hands, and I'm going to stress myself out, try to make it be what I need it to be for me. Versus putting all of my faith in you, putting all of my trust in you, putting all of my belief in you. Faith and fear. See, let me tell you something about faith and fear. Faith and fear both demand that you believe in something that you cannot see. I said faith and fear both demand that you believe in something that you cannot see. One will work for you, one will work against you. How did you program your mind to work against you? Because anytime that you're operating out of a fear mentality, you're living out of your programming and conditioning. You are no longer connected to God in that moment. You are out of alignment with your highest and best self. That's why you're afraid. You're afraid because you're trying to predict or control some outcome. You're focused on some outcome that's outside of where your power is. All of your power resides in the present moment. No other moment. It doesn't live in tomorrow, it doesn't live in yesterday or in some previous moment. All of those things belong to God. You've been trusting him this long. You're still here. So you have the option to live out of faith, or you have the option to live out of fear, but you can't do both. And that's what's creating the anxiety. What's creating the anxiety is that you're doing both. Either be loyal to your fear or be loyal to the faith, but you can't do both. That's what's creating the anxiety. That's what creates our worry. That creates our stress. You're loyal to two different things. You serve in two different masters. One of them isn't even real. That's what's crazy. Does that make sense? Yeah, you can't serve two masters. You're either going to be loyal to your fears, which is mean that you're being loyal to your programming and conditioning, or you're being loyal to your faith, which means that you're being loyal to God, but you can't do both. And that's what creates so much stress, so much worry, so much anxiety in our lives, so much fear, is because you're being loyal to two masters. You're not being loyal to anything, actually. That part right there, Jewel. How to change belief. I missed that. I'm sorry, that went so quick. Yeah, that part right there. When you chase two rabbits, you end up with no rabbits at all. And that's what you're doing. And where does that leave you? Anxiety? Where does that leave you? Fear? Where does that leave you? Doubt? Where does that leave you? Limiting beliefs? We talk about this all the time. Think about what I'm saying. You're never not believing. You're always believing. Belief is never, you never run out of belief. That's the most, in my opinion, that's the most mind-blowing thing in the world. The fact that you never run out of belief. Belief is always running through you like a river. It's running through you like a river right now. What's the problem? The problem is that you lack self-awareness and you lack the emotional intelligence to understand when your mind is being your weakness and to understand when it's being your weapon. Anytime you're doubting yourself, your mind is your weakness in that moment. Why? Because even when you doubt, you're believing in what you can't do. You're believing in what you can't achieve. You're believing in what you can't become. You're believing that this thing won't work out for you, but you're believing. Think about what I'm saying. You're believing in what you can't do. You're believing in what you can't become. You're believing that this outcome won't work out the way that you think it's going to work out, or that you won't get that promotion, or that you won't get that job. So your mind is your weakness in that moment. It's not your weapon. God created you to be the weapon. How did you become the weakness? Because of the people that we allow to have access to us. Because we are so focused trying to chase people and chase success and chase accolades and chase all of these things. And none of those things lead to self-awareness. Self-awareness is what you need. It's what we're missing. Baddest thing on the planet is you. Let me say this. Your mind is the soil and your thoughts are the seeds that you plant the soil in. Let me say that one more time. Your mind is the soil and your thoughts are the seeds that you plant in the soil. Are you planting seeds of doubt? Are you planting seeds of fear? Are you planting seeds of limiting beliefs? Are you planting seeds that this thing won't go the way that you think it's going to go? Because that's the only thing that you're going to harvest. You will only harvest what you plant. Think about what I'm saying. If the farmer plants tomatoes, he can't expect to have some strawberry experience. If he plants cucumbers, he can't expect to get tomatoes. Whatever you are planting, you will harvest. Your mind is the soil. Every thought that you entertain is only a seed that gets planted in that soil, and then that's what you harvest. So you got to guard your thoughts. You got to guard your time. You have to guard your energy. You got to focus on who are you allowing to have access to you. Nothing is more important than that. That part right there, you got to plant seeds of abundance and seeds of belief. But why? Because growth trumps fear. Growth trumps limiting beliefs. Growth trumps doubt. That's why I tell you guys, you got to always be in a constant state of growth. Because it trumps everything. You got to grow. Join my community. That's the number one, period. That's the number one recommendation. If you join my community, because the people in my community could get on this live stream right now and could go crazy on this live stream right now. That's how powerful they've become. Join my community. That's what I would recommend. If you don't have a community that you can join and be a part of, where it's about growth, where it's about evolution, where it's about self-mastery, where it's about self-awareness, and all of that, you got to join the community. Join the community. Let me say this real quick. How many of you guys, let me see, how many of you guys have it failed at least once in life? Just type me in the comments if you failed at least one time at something in your life. Okay. 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 Lisa said, I'm on 99, coach. I'm on 99. Somebody said countless times. Okay. Okay. Let me say this. Let me see again. You can only change what you are aware of. What you are not aware of is changing you. That's the problem right there. You have never failed in your life. Ever. Ever. I don't even have to know your name. In the history of your life, you have never failed. Let me tell you what happened to you. There was some outcome that you were expecting, something you were doing, something you were working on. And whatever this thing was that you were doing and you were working on was out of alignment with what God's plan was for your life. So he didn't allow this thing to materialize. And when he didn't allow that thing to materialize, what that thing did was it caused you to move in a different direction. The failure that you think you experienced caused you to move in a different direction, where you ended up getting an outcome that was actually more favorable to you than what you were chasing it to begin with. You have never failed in life. We only get two things. We get lessons and we get blessings. You're always growing. You're always evolving. You're always learning. Life is always teaching you, but you have never failed. And that's the problem. So you place this negative label on you. Failure. Coach, I failed. What do you think that's doing to your vibrational frequency? When you walk around and you look at yourself as though you're some failure. What do you think that's doing to your vibrational frequency? You think that's making you more powerful vibrationally, or do you think that's lowering your vibrational frequency? Why would you attach a label to you that God didn't place on you? You listening to someone else. Someone else came up with that label, and you've been attaching it to yourself. What that thing did was it caused you to do what we, in awareness, what we call timeline correcting or course correcting. And it shifted or it altered the course of your life, because where God wanted you to go in that moment was going to be more favorable to you than the thing that you did if this other thing had materialized in your life. You've never failed at anything. Ever. Not one time. When you hit that dead end, see, what you're supposed to be is like the river. Okay, I want you to think about what I'm saying. What you're supposed to be like is like the river. The river doesn't fail. It never fails. There may be a boulder, the river just gonna go around the boulder. There may be a person standing there, the river's gonna go around the person. There may be a bear in the water, the river's gonna go, it goes around everything. The water never stops running. It never stops flowing. If there's some object there, if there's some mechanism there, if there's something blocking, the river just goes around it. But it never fails. It never scores anything. So when it hits that rock, it's not saying, oh, I failed. No, it didn't fail. You just go around and you keep moving. That's what life is. You go around and you keep moving. How did you fail? How did you fail when you arrived here? How did you fail? Especially for some of you guys that have been rocking with me for a long time. How did you fail when the failure brought you to the greatest version of yourself? How did that happen? Just help me do the math. Just help me do the math. Since we listening to people, just help me do the math. How could you possibly say that you have failed in life when some of you guys are the strongest versions of yourself right now, the most powerful versions of yourself right now, the most spiritually awakened versions of yourself right now? How can you possibly say that you have failed if failure got you here? If that's the case, I need to be riding with failure. If failure will get me to where I am right now, then why would I chase success? Because success isn't what got me here. Failure is what got me here. Mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, and me growing and learning and growing and learning and growing and learning. What was the failure in my life was me trying to do it my way versus doing things God's way. That's why I was coming up short. You never failed in your life. Stop calling yourself a failure. Don't attach that label to you. I get lessons, I get blessings. That's it. That's it. That's what I get. Have you failed? No. Never failed at anything. I've had some things that didn't work out the way I needed them to work out, but then God put me in the path to where I needed to go, and it got me here. Right? Why? Because I was out of alignment with him. I was trying to do things the way that I thought they should be done. Trying to move this person in my life and move that person out of my life, and was completely disconnected from him. So those things weren't materializing because he didn't want that to materialize in my life, and he doesn't want certain things to materialize in your life. Why? Because that thing could potentially hinder you from your growth. That's why he didn't want it to materialize. He didn't fail. He just didn't let it materialize. Boom. You did not fail. He did not want it to materialize, because had he allowed that relationship to materialize, it could have knocked you off your course. It could have stopped you from becoming everything that he has created you to be. So he didn't let it materialize. You didn't fail at all. It just didn't materialize. And that was the blessing in it all. There's certain things that he doesn't want to materialize in your life. Why? Because you might start clinging to the thing. You might become attached to the thing. The thing might alter your timeline, throw you off course, and stop you from becoming the greatest version of yourself. If he is as loving as we know him to be, he's going to stop that. Why would he allow that to materialize and allow something to hurt you that you may be blind to in that moment? Why would he do that to you? That person, oh, coach, they rejected me. No, he didn't want that to materialize. It has nothing to do with the other person. He didn't want it to materialize in your life, because you don't know what that person may have been and what effects they may have had on your life had that relationship materialized and you never become the most powerful version of yourself. I'm telling you, you sit there, rejection is God. No. He doesn't want certain things to materialize in your life. And when you start, see right there, here's the paradigm shift. Start looking at it through that filter. Just look at it through that filter. The next time you think you failed at something, just say, oh, okay. Just talk to him in your self-talk. You ain't got to talk to nobody outside of you. Just talk to him in your self-talk. Just say, okay, God, you must not want that to materialize in my life. That's it. And watch how your energy stays neutral. Watch how you don't feel bad after that. Watch how when you walk away, you're not all sad and upset and all these other things like you feel when you fail at something. Watch when you do that. When you just create that little paradigm shift, just a little shift in your thinking. When you say, Father, I know you're looking out for me right now. You didn't want that to materialize. Let me go about my business. Let me go do my day. Let me go study. Let me go pray. Let me go meditate. Let me go to the gym. Let me go do whatever. Nothing was rejected. The person that rejected me in that moment, you didn't want that relationship to materialize, because if your hands was on it, if it was meant for me to have, you would have gave it to me. If it was meant for me to have, you would have given it to me in that moment. So when I didn't receive it, I didn't fail. It's because you didn't want it to materialize. Whole energy shift right there. That mindset alone will shift your whole energy. Just that mindset. Does that make sense? Just that mindset alone. All right. So real quick, you guys, for you guys that are new, let me see. Hang on real quick. Real quick, you guys. So my name is Jordan Williams. I am a certified life coach. First and foremost, I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I hope that the live added some value to your life, which was my goal when I started doing this whole series with respect to the live streams and everything like that, was just to be able to come and consistently add value to people's lives. And as a result of that, you know, there has been so many people's lives have been transformed all over the world. So many, a ridiculous amount. Let me give you this real quick before I get out of here. Let me give you this because this is important. Now I'm gonna wait to the next live. I'll wait to the next live. Let me say this to you. Somebody said no, say it. Somebody said no, say it, coach. You gotta say it, man. Say it. Somebody said, how do we know what? I'm sorry, I missed that question. Yeah, but here. Let me say this. I'll say it real quick. Let me say this. I personally think this may be the most important thing that you ever hear me say. And I shadow box 7 days a week for a minimum of 2 hours a day with some great whites. I'm talking about I shadow box every single day with some of the best that have ever done it, historically speaking. People that you will never meet, people that are not on social media. They are older. They don't care about fame and popularity, and they don't care about any of that. So when I step in that mental arena with them, when we put those mental gloves on and we go at it, we are going at it. Let me tell you what yesterday's conversation was about and why it concerns you and how important this is. This may change your life. It may change your life. Change mine. All sin in awareness. Sin in awareness means that you are out of alignment with God in that moment. That's it. Sin in awareness means that you are out of alignment with your highest and best self. That's it. There's no punishment. There's no, oh, you're wrong. Oh, you're some bad person. Oh, you're some sinner. You're some, all of these things. It's none of that. That's someone else's programming and conditioning. That's someone else's beliefs that got projected onto you. All sin in awareness means that you are out of alignment with your highest and best self, which means that anything that you do in that moment, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Why? Because you're in your sleep state in that moment. God knows that. He's not punishing you for that. He's not clocking you and scoring you for that. He already knows that you're disconnected from him. He knows the minute that you're disconnected from him. This is why there will be certain people that start to enter your life the moment that you become disconnected from him, because he's trying to help you course correct. He's trying to help you get back to him. It's critically important for you to understand that. But historically speaking, you're a sinner. You're going to always sin. You this, you that, you this, you that. And so we start attaching all of these, because we don't know any better. We start attaching all of these labels to ourselves, never understanding Never realizing that sin and awareness means that you're just out of alignment with your Father. And whatever you do in that moment, he's not going to hold you to that. Now, let me say this. I am self-aware. I am held to a different standard, which is why when I see you, I'm going to treat you the same way I would if I saw him. I understand your purpose. I understand your mission, even if you don't understand it in that moment. I can't take advantage of you. I can't manipulate you. I can't try to prey on you and try to take something from you. The only thing that I can do is see, what do you need for your journey? Is there something that I can give you? Is there a piece of information? Are you thirsty? Are you hungry? Are you tired? Are you scared? How can I add value to you? But my responsibility in that moment is to leave you better than I found you. And if I can't leave you better than I found you, at least leave you exactly as you are. You weren't less when I walked away. If anything, you were more. So that's me, though. I'm talking about me. That's the standard that I'm held to with respect to what I do and with respect to the level of self-awareness that God has granted me. Period, point blank. Self-awareness is not something that you find. Self-awareness is something that finds you. I don't care if he doesn't want you to wake up. I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how many coaches you talk to, how many gurus and mentors. If he's not ready for you to have it, you won't have it. And when he is ready for you to have it, you'll take to it like a fish to water. I promise you. You'll take to it like a fish to water. It'll just make sense. Everything will start to make sense. But the point not to be missed is this. In this moment, there is only love. The fear you're producing. The fear is something that you learned. It's not something that you were born with. It's something that you learned. We talked about this a moment ago. There's only two things in the world. There's love and there's fear. Everything else is the byproduct of those two, but the fear is only a reflection of your programming and conditioning. He knows that. He knows that. Come on. I need you to catch this. All of your sins are a reflection of your programming and conditioning. Let me qualify that. When you came into this world, you were unconditional love. You were the closest thing to him in that moment. There was no anger in you. There was no hatred in you. There was no racism in you. No judgment, no assumptions, no nothing. In that moment, you were the purest version of yourself. So what happened to you? Certain people started to gain access to you. And they started depositing their limiting beliefs into you. They started depositing all of their fears onto you. They started depositing all of their worries and all of their stress and all of their doubts and all of their concerns, all got deposited into you. And in that moment, you became disconnected from your Father. That's what self-awareness is all about. It's about getting you back to your essence. It's about getting deprogrammed. It has nothing to do with you being some sinner. That's somebody that programmed you to believe that. Somebody is telling you that so that you can stay disconnected from your power, so that you can think that God is always looking at you through some negative filter. He doesn't see it that way. He understands when you're disconnected from him. And anytime that you're disconnected from him, you're going to do things that's out of alignment with who you are. He knows who you are because he knows what he created. But when we start living and listening to all of these other people and all of these introjected beliefs, and this person is telling you this, and now all of those people are not self-aware. All of those people are not self-aware. All of the people that are calling you a sinner and you bad because you sin, I need to come talk to this person about my problems, and talk to this person about the fact that I'm sinning, and this person is doing everything that I'm doing. Talk to your Father. He knows you better than anyone else. I don't need you to talk to me. Don't talk to this person over here. Don't take your problems to people. Take your problems to God. Because the person you talking to doesn't know who they are yet. They're still trying to figure out who they are. They're still trying to understand who they are. They don't know who they are at their essence. Go, how can I understand you at your essence if I don't understand who I am at my essence? I don't talk to people about my problems. I talk to God about my problems. That's it. It ends right there. Whatever he says, that's it. I don't need to talk to anybody else. I don't need to explain anything to anyone else because that's weak energy. Explain to him, not people. Explain to, if people wanted to, that's what the library is down the street for. The moment that a person is asking you to explain, tell them the library is down the street, dog. Go down there. It's going to give you all the information you need. I'm not a library. I don't give out information. You want somebody to hand you some information, go to the library. They got plenty of information in there for you. You're not some sinner. And anytime you sin, I'm going to love you harder in that moment than when you are in alignment, because I understand in that moment, you need me more in that moment than you need anything. I need to be the reminder for you. But there's nothing wrong with you in that moment. And anything that you do in that moment, when you are out of alignment for him, you're going to be forgiven. And anything that you do in that moment that is in alignment with him is going to be coming from a place of love. So there's nothing wrong. All is well. All is well. Everything is in a mess. And all is well. What does that mean? Let me tell you what that means. Most beautiful thing in the world. Let me tell you what that means. All is well. What does that mean, coach? That means that everything is fine. That means that the mess is being created by your own mind, projected onto reality. Everything is fine. The mess lives here. And then you project it onto reality. The drama lives here, and then you project it onto reality. The pain lives here, and then you project it onto people. But everything outside of you is fine. The problem lives here. Does that make sense? All is well. Everything is in a mess, and all is well. We just have to solve one problem. Once we solve this problem, we solve all problems. All right. So real quick, you guys, Mindset Masters, for you guys that are new to this community, for new to the platform, my name is Jordan Williams. Again, I am a certified life coach. I specialize in self-awareness and self-mastery, teaching exactly what you've seen on display here. If you've been riding this ride with me for a little while today. If you are seriously interested in taking your life to the next level, if you are interested in becoming a master of self, if you are interested in obtaining the highest level of self-awareness and emotional intelligence, I encourage you to join my community. The name of my community is Mindset Masters. All of my live streams, like you've seen today, are all archived inside of Mindset Masters. I've got a podcast inside of Mindset Masters that you have access to. I write and post powerful things every single day inside the community. The community is filled with like-minded individuals, positivity, love, just pouring out of the community, because it's the fastest growing community on social media right now with respect to self-awareness and self-mastery. And people just becoming, I mean, what people are becoming inside of this community is, it's bigger than me. I'm just to be honest with you. It's bigger than me. And I probably have at least 100 of my students on this live with me right now. It's bigger than me. It's taken on a life of its own. I'm just getting out of the way. I'm kind of the captain that's flying the plane, but at the end of the day, these guys have put in the work. They have become something amazing. They are strong. They are powerful. They are leaders. They are fearless. They are dominating their moments. They are waking up, becoming masters of self. And Hollywood couldn't write a script as beautiful as this one. It just not possible. And so if you are ready to join an elite community with elite level mindset people, people that are focused on growth mindset, people that love God, people that are not going to project their pain and their fears and their limiting beliefs onto you. You need to be in the right soil in order for you to become the most powerful version of yourself. Who you are around, who you have access to is so important. And you're going to have access to me as your life coach, as your mentor, and as your accountability partner, coupled with, and shout out to you, Stacy, because you nailed it, Stacy. When I first asked that question, you nailed it. So shout out to you for that. Stacy is one of the members of our community as well. But you're going to gain access again to Coach. There she is right there, God's girl. She's one of the coaches, one of the amazing coaches in our communities. We have an executive coach as well as me. So the combination of all of that is you're just going to become unstoppable. That's the whole point. The goal of the Mindset Masters community is just that, to become a mindset master. Why? Because your mind is responsible for all of your problems. It's responsible for the fear. It's responsible for the depression. It's responsible for the doubt. It's responsible for the anxiety, stress, and worry. It's responsible for it all. And the moment that you master your mindset, it's game over. There's nothing else to master, right? And then what's left, coach? Bliss, happiness, peace, love, joy. No more clinging, no more attachments, no more chasing people versus just experiencing people, right? You get to just experience. It's like when you go to the beach, you experience the beach. You're not clinging to the sand and clinging to the water. You're just enjoying things. And that's when life becomes beautiful, when you give yourself an opportunity to enjoy things. So type me in the comments right now if you are ready to become a part of the most powerful community on social media and to take your life to the next level. Type me in the comments, but only type me in the comments if you are seriously ready. If you're not seriously ready, give yourself more time and then we can go from there. That detachment, one of my favorite words. Okay. So the only thing that you guys have to do, there's two ways you can do it. You can't join from inside of this community. So you're going to have to leave the community, go to my my profile page and just click the link that says join now, or copy and paste. Tara, can you pin that for me? Yep. Or you can hold that link down right there, you guys. You can hold down that link, put it in your browser, hold it down for a few seconds, put it in your browser, copy and paste it, put it in your browser, and it'll take you directly to the community for you guys to get signed up. Once you get inside of the community, you're gonna get a free copy of my book, The Secret of Awareness. How powerful are you ready to be? Yeah, open it in the browser, please. Thank you, Lisa. That's my second little rock star in the making right there. Yeah, but copy and paste, and then you're gonna get a free copy of the book. You guys, once you guys get signed up, again, send me a message inside of the community. Thank you, Tori. Once you get signed up, send me a message inside the community. Send me your first name, last name, and email address. And then I'll get a copy of the book out to you by tomorrow. Yep. Copy and paste that link and join the community. And leave your problems at the door. When you step into the community, just come with an open mindset. That's it. When you step inside of the community, come with an open mindset. That's all you need. And I'll do the rest from there. I'll do the rest from there. And then we're going to have a conversation 90 days after you join that community. And you're going to say, Coach, I'm something different. Coach, I'm something different. Coach, they can't hold me. They can't guard me. It's going to be game over. I've heard that 100 times a day if I hear it once. Liger Matt, what's up, big dog? So good to see you, my brother. I haven't seen you in a minute. So yeah, get signed up inside the community. You guys copy and paste that link, hold it down, or you can go leave the live, go outside to the home page. There's a QR code there. You guys can scan the QR code that's pinned to the top of my graphic. You can scan that, and that'll take you to the community. Oh, it's $1 a day. I'm sorry, it's $1 a day. I'm so glad. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Donna. It's $1 a day, $29 a month. That's it. No obligations, no contracts, no any of that. Yeah, my bad. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Donna. $1 a day. That's it. $1 a day is going to get you the life coaches. It's going to get you access to all of the live streams. It's going to get you access to the podcast. It's going to gain you access to the community, access to everything that I'm writing. I also go live starting this Tuesday and Thursday inside of the live streams. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I do exclusive live streams inside of the community. That will be, we're getting that back rolling tomorrow, actually, Tuesday and Thursday. Because I only go live on TikTok Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the evenings, and then Tuesday and Thursdays on inside of our community. Any community related questions before I disconnect you guys? Any community related questions? Tara, thank you so much. Kales, thank you so much for today. Elisa, thank you so much, Mama. Thank you guys. Any community related questions before I disconnect? Thank you, Juliet. Thank you, Sefe, my brother. I see you. I see you. I see you. Monica, I see you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you guys for everything, you guys, for all of the people that joined. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you just for being here, whether you join or not. Neffy, what's up, Neffy? So good to see you. Ooh, Neffy, I know they can't guard you, Neffy. Neffy, I know they can't guard you. Wherever you are right now, I know they can't hold you, Neffy. I already know. I already know. What's up, Red? Oh, you've been in meetings all morning? Okay, no, I got you. I got you, Red. Yeah, we'll get it posted inside of the community. Hey, what's up, Rima? You're so welcome, Rima. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, I do one-on-ones. Yes, I do one-on-ones. Yep, I do one-on-ones. Nah, thank you guys. Like I said, again, we're all creative force, right? We're all creative force. And so the combination of me and you combined, man, it can't hold us. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you live. I don't care what's going on. I don't care how many problems you're dealing with right now. The combination of us two, I promise you, will unlock something in you that we ain't even tripping. Like, I got you on this. So yeah, if you're not already a part of the community, oh, Red, I know they can't hold you, Red. I already know. You probably got to turn the awareness off when it comes to certain people. I already know. I already know. Red, I know they can't hold you. I know. Red, you've been rocking with me for a minute. Red has been rocking with me for a minute. So I know. I have full faith and confidence. Somebody said, you watch me live from the surgery room? Okay, I got you. But again, you guys, I'm super proud of you guys. For all of you guys.